this point.
I mean, the two of them are the front runners. From an enemy standpoint, or fringe, or whatever you want to call it, from a respect standpoint, everybody has their knocks. Me and George will be the dumbass who didn't do shit. Me and Will will be the assholes. You'll be the float to the power. You just were nice with everyone. And those two will be the cunning competitors who both got robbed their years. And if they're able to get there again, they're going to get it. There's just, I mean, the thing is, everybody thinks when they're HOH.
What about Will, though? Will is also a very dangerous player.
I mean, there's
see, my
very little chance for. I mean, Will doesn't give a fuck. He sends off goodbye messages. Like, I mean, at least I am diplomatic. I'm honest. Like, I don't try to be a liar because I know these people will see through it. But I'm a little diplomatic. I find the positives in the whatever little thing I had with them. You know what I mean? Like Howie, I was, look, man, sorry it ended that way. I had 49 fun days with you. I'm sorry the 50th had to be like that. If you feel betrayed and you don't want to vote, that's fine. You know, that kind of thing. But Danielle, like, I kind of feel like it's like with James, I don't feel like, oh God, I feel like he might be the one who wouldn't necessarily hold it against me.
Right.
And Danielle just said in the gym, she's like, I don't care which one of y'all gets to the final. She's like, I'm not voting for her now. Like, she thinks it's, I mean.
She's not voting for what?
For Janelle to win. I mean, who knows in a month, but. I don't know anybody else who's going to say that. The thing is, we're going to have to lie to her all week. Or if you do it Monday, we're going to have to lie for 3 days.
What are we
and we're going to look like the assholes.
What are we saying to her, by the way?
Well, what you're saying, and I mean, basically, I think what you say is, well, let me ask you this. What would she expect people to do if you put up Will? Because that sort of depends on what she would...
Well, she wants Chicken George out. She doesn't care that... She thinks he's her biggest threat to win the game.
Okay. So if you...
So she's already thinking winning the game. She's not thinking like these competitions.
Well, you could say...
Because no one's going to go after him. He'll be like, the end.
You could say, you know, look, those two guys are together. People can joke around about me and Mike or whatever, but at the end of the day, he's here for himself, and I'm obviously here for myself, and I'm going to be the sitting duck HOH, and if I aggravate those guys, you know, I know you're mature enough to handle it, and, you know, but those guys are a little more whatever. I don't know. You'd have to kind of put it in your own words, but that's one angle you could take. I mean, she saw the way I acted when I thought Chicken George was going to put him up as like a pawn. I have a pretty good relationship with her. Like, I honestly think she'll believe us. That's why I feel like you're not going to bear the brunt of it when it does go down. I've been pretty cool with her, and I think that she'll be very surprised when it happens. Because I've probably been the one of everyone that kind of, you know, her and I kind of had a moment when that whole Chicken George shit was going down, and I think I was the one who would be most vocal about getting Chicken George out, as opposed to like Will. So I feel like I'm going to have to be the one to kind of hurt you the most when it goes down. But I don't feel I have a choice. I don't think you have a choice. I don't think anyone has a choice. I mean, if there's 5 of us left and we have to get both of them out, there's just not enough competitions. If they each win one of me, you and Will, is not in the final 4 even. I mean, when we hit that 4, we have to have, you know, when that week when the veto is as important as the HOH, we have to it's basically we have to win 2 HOHs in a way, you know? So it's like we have to be in as much position of strength as possible.
Who's Janelle going after? What has she told Will?
If, assuming Danielle left, I think, it was always Chilltown, but it's been a lot of time since the Howie eviction. So I think it would probably be, she'd probably put up either me and you or me and George. I don't think she'll put up me and Will. She might. I mean, she could be really cool with Will and then just...
What is that?
I mean, they don't... I say to him, I go, what the fuck do you talk about until... I'm like, do you discuss the game a lot? He's like, no. He's like, I don't even know. He's like, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. He's like, half the time I'm trying to fall asleep, and I'm like... I go, okay, dude, just... I mean, it started off... It was 2 weeks ago. It was like, if she gets HOH, let's find a way for one of us to go up. You know what I mean? And then we have the veto, and we have the votes, and, you know... I don't really know what's going to happen now. Perhaps you could go. Perhaps you could, you know, make a little nice with her. And, I mean, I'm comfortable as long as it's me and George. You know, as long as it's not 2 of us, then we're fine. We can just fucking... You know, I mean, I can't imagine. Wait, it'd be... Okay, yeah, it'd be you and Will. Or, if you don't make nice, it'll probably be you and I. You know? That's probably what it would be. I mean, I don't know. You don't know with her, you know what I mean? Like, I just said to her in front of everybody, you know, I said that thing about the faces, and she's like, yeah, well, most of them are my friends. She doesn't give a fuck. She might look Will right in the eye, too, and be like, hey, you and your buddy. But there is also 2 of us in it. So, I mean, I'm not afraid of her. That clearly, she's much better at that game, but...
Well, it makes me nervous, you know, to keep you and Will together, because I want you all to myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's... But the...
I feel like I'm going to be the Diane. Bros before hoes at the end of the game.
The thing is, do you want to... I mean, it depends what you want. You know what I mean?
Well, we can't
you're trying to
talk about that.
I know.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're trying to go Kelly Clarkson solo, then it's just... Then it's all or nothing for you. Which is like if you're just going for the whole thing by yourself.
No,
I mean, if you're trying to go,
with
the other way, then you gotta...
See, the thing is, it scares me that you guys are gonna, like, you know, he's gonna take you and you're gonna take him.
What do you think Danielle's gonna do if it's me, you, and her? Think she's taking you? If it's me and you? After I almost fought Howie and Marcellus and I fought all summer, I mean... It's the same thing, except...
Right.
I mean, I just... You know, Will's local, I'm local. We're all going to have our thing after.
Right.
So, I see, you know, I see it from your perspective, too. I think that's what's the hard part is when people come up here from day 3 to day 70, people talk from their own agenda, you know, from their own perspective. But I think from your perspective too, and it's like, I mean, it's just, you can't be sitting with either of those 2 girls. So if you have a chance to get one out now, we're getting to the end. Can't get rid of a guy who just hung up 24 minutes when the winning time was a minute. It's just, I mean, the fact that...
Well, I feel like what you guys did to Janelle, putting Marcel, you know, like getting Marcellus, I don't want to feel like that fool, you know.
Well, I mean, why would you...
Because you...
Be a fool? I mean, I'm telling you what we're going to do. Janelle, we said we were going to, you know, do the other, and then we lied. We said we were going to vote out you.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not...